Getting some exercise, check. Doing a little camping, check. Not too bad for old Dave. Here we go. Okay, so we're off. This is my first bike packing trip of the season. I normally do a couple during the season, but it's been a busy summer. I had knee surgery in the spring, so one of those things. Anyways, I'm excited about this trip. I'm heading to a provincial park, which is not normally my thing for bike packing or even any kind of camping. Don't get me wrong, I love provincial parks. I think they're fantastic. But for the most part, I do oh, bump coming up. For the most part, I do backcountry camping. So won't be doing that today, but I'm biking into the site. I'm hoping it's not too busy, hoping it's not too loud. Generally, that's kind of what happens at these front camping spots, the car camping. But you know what? I'm gonna make the best of it. It's gonna be a good time no matter what. I love biking, I love camping, put them together, all good. I think this is an old railroad track that they pulled up and made a path out of it. Beautiful. I love that idea. I love that they're doing that. Leaves are starting to change in here. I think we're a little bit behind schedule because we've had such beautiful weather. Today the weather is supposed to be hot, much hotter than you would expect for early October. I'm not complaining. I'm doing a little hammock camping today, but this heat is making the bike ride a little bit more sweaty, shall we say? I'm sure you can see it on camera. Can you guys hear that rattling? Yeah, I think it's actually my the back cage that's holding up my my bag. So I'm gonna have to stop and check it out. I did bring a couple extra screws. Sometimes, yeah, that's what it looks like it is. But I'm gonna stop up here and check it out. And then hopefully, quick fix, and I'll be back on the road. Fingers crossed. So it turns out that's what it is. It's a loose screw. Unfortunately, I don't have that right size, so we're gonna have to just keep going. When I get to the campsite, I'll see if it's something I can fix. It's not a danger to the biking, I hope, so it should be okay. It's always something with me, isn't it? What's up with that? Okay, so we had a little wipe out there, not too bad. A little bit of scrapes and stuff, but not too bad. It's always the sand. When I hit some soft sand like that, those tires are so thin that they don't grip. It's good for the road, but for more backcountry and paths like this, it's not great. But everything seems fine. I'm fine. The bike is fine. My knee held up, which is good. So let's get going. Okay, so I made it. That's a good thing. The campsite's a little noisier than I was hoping, a little busier than I was hoping, but that's a risk when you come to a provincial campsite. Not a big deal. It's not going to affect my trip. Site looks okay, not the best, but hey, not going to affect my trip. You got to do the best you can. So let's set up my hammock and then take a look at a couple different things around here. Check out the site. Definitely going to do some fishing. I brought my fishing gear. That's good. So yeah, so let's set up the hammock and get everything ready. Okay, so it's not a perfect setup. To be honest, most of my hammock setups aren't perfect, but that's okay. It's gonna be comfortable enough for me. I'm used to it like this. I don't normally like to wrap it around the trees, but there aren't any perfect trees around here. There's never any perfect trees, but for me, there's nothing that's gonna work really, really well. I wanna be kind of close to the fire. I'm gonna set up my underquilt later on and put my sleeping bag here on top, but for now, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's actually not a bad little chair. It's not too bad. I did bring a chair, which is crazy, on a bike packing trip, but you gotta be comfortable. So anyways, this is all set up. I have to get a couple more things organized and a couple more things to do work-wise to get the camp set up. But I think it's time to go fishing. What do you think? Yeah? Do a little fishing? Yeah? All right. All right, hopefully I don't fall on my butt later on. All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna try a simple little fire starter today in old school matches. Let's get that going a bit, and then we'll add some kindling. Oh, that feels good. That was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Every time I put this chair together, it's a mystery. All right, fire's working. I got to get doing sausages tonight, so that should be good. Okay, so the fire's coming along nicely. We're going to do sausages, like I said. Going to do it on the spit or on the fork. It's the same tool I use with the kids to roast marshmallows. It might be a horrible idea. It might take forever, but we're gonna give it a try. So wish me luck. Anyways, let the fire die down a little bit, and then we'll do that. In the meantime, you saw me fishing, and I wasn't doing very well. I was actually on my last cast, and I did catch that that pike. Was a pretty good size. I couldn't get it out of the water. Kind of feel bad because it left the lure in them, and it was a big one. So a big fish and a big lure. So I feel bad. It's the first time I used that lure, so maybe it was lucky and unlucky. So oh well. But I felt bad I couldn't get them out and then get the lure off of them because I wasn't going to keep them. I wasn't going to eat them today anyway. So I feel bad, and I wish I could have got that out. But them's the breaks. I have no luck when it comes to fishing. When I'm fishing with some friends and stuff, I do okay, but never on these trips. As you watched, I do awful. So I've gotten better this year. Probably caught about a dozen or so fish, but nothing spectacular. And yeah, so today was kind of fitting. But anyways, I feel bad for the fish. So sorry, guy. He really wasn't fighting. It was weird. I couldn't feel like I really got anything. He was just kind of going along with the motion, and then once it came to get him out, then he was really fighting. And that rod is really not a really strong rod. I got it essentially for these kinds of trips to be able to bike in or hike in or something where you can't carry full fishing rod, and it's good that way, but obviously not great when it snaps like that. Oh, okay, the fire's coming on. Everything else seems good so far. No mosquitoes. That's pretty good. Looks like it's gonna be a nice night, so wish me luck. Oh, okay, so this is the idea. Using my marshmallow roaster for this. I'm not 100% sure this is a good idea. Well, what are you gonna do, right? That's all I got going on here. I guess I could use the grill here, but I really don't want to, so. Key is going to be rotating it. That might not be easy. Yeah. So stay tuned. I'm sure it's going to be very, very exciting. This is working, but it's taken me a lot longer than I thought. Which isn't surprising because I'm not very smart, but it's taken me a lot longer than I thought. This is my second sausage. But yeah, it's taken a lot longer. It's working okay though. I really had to let the fire down because I didn't want to burn the sausage, so. Oh boy. Anyways, we're about to eat. It's getting close. There you go, not too bad. Okay, so not too bad. This is my first sausage done this way. Turned out pretty well. The most impressive thing is that I didn't drop them into the fire. Almost once, cards on the table, but I didn't. The other impressive thing is that I brought buns, fresh buns that I got at the bakery this morning. I didn't squish them. That's not entirely true. I brought 3, I squished 1, but I saved 2. Somehow I managed to save 2. So that's, for me, that's pretty good. So let's be good. Mustard. Secret for me when I'm backpacking, bikepacking, anything like that, is to bring the little mustard packs you get at the fast food places. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pretty good. A little spicy for me. Can't believe how hot it is. It's October 1st. And it was 27 degrees today, I think. Felt a lot hotter than that, so. Anyways, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna put my stuff away soon. I have the underquilt and the, what else do I have? Sorry, the sleeping bag. So I should be fine. Should be a nice night. I can't really see the stars very well, but what are you gonna do? I could have been cold because coming October, I thought, you know what, probably gonna be cold. But, you know what, I'll be fine. I didn't put everything attached to the hammock right now because, well, as you can see, the fire is awfully close to the hammock. Probably too close. But this was the best I could do, so what can you do? Anyways, gonna enjoy this, and then we'll enjoy the campfire, and then off to bed. Okay, so just woke up. I went for a little bit of a walk here. It's actually pretty noisy around the campsite. It's a provincial park, and they're doing work. They've had a lot of down trees around here, so the chainsaws are out taking care of that. So decided to go for a bit of a walk, stretch the legs, go to the bathroom, go for a little hike, and then we're gonna head back to the campsite and make some coffee and a little bit of breakfast. For the most part, it was a pretty good night. I think the hammock was good. It was actually warm. I didn't even really need the sleeping bag, but it's good to have it just in case. All right, gonna go for a little hike here, and then get back to camp and make some breakfast, and then off on the bike we go. Forgot my spoon. Weak. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this up. I already started tearing down my hammock setup, so now I just got to get the rest of the stuff, clean up camp a bit, and I'm on my way. I'm hoping to do a little bit of fishing if I can beforehand, but we'll see. I'm off to a little bit of a late start. That's okay. Have a nice fire going though. That's kind of disappointing. I got to put that bad boy out. Oh well. Cheers. So what about you guys? Do you guys like to bike pack or bike camp? Is it something that's on your list every year that you want to give it a try? For me, I really enjoy it. I love changing things up. For the most part, I love canoe camping. That's my thing. I discovered it last year that that's really what I want to do. So I love those trips, but I also love changing it up. I love going on different kinds of camping trips. Whether I'm camping with the kids or camping by myself, bike packing is a great example. Get out there on the path, bike in, just you and the bike and all your gear, depending on what you forgot, which I do tend to forget stuff sometimes, but it's just you. So you set up, gotta go light. Love it. Get some exercise. I also love backpacking. You know what? You just see a trail and you know where the site is. Sometimes you don't even know where the site is. You go on Crown Land camping and you just go to discover and hopefully find a nice spot. That's a lot of fun. I also like camping in my car camping. Bring the SUV out. Normally I do one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to do one this year, but that's a lot of fun too. Very relaxing. You don't have to worry about, you know, minimizing your gear because you have the car, so you can bring whatever you want. So in the fall, I generally tend to do one of those, and they've been a lot of fun to do. So I like to do a whole bunch of different kinds of camping. So what about you? Is bike packing on your list? Let me know in the comments. All right. Enough talking. I gotta get moving. Let's go. Okay, so that was a good trip. Thanks for joining me along the way. Wasn't the perfect trip. A little bit noisy, a little bit busy at the campsite, but you know what? I knew that headed in. Not a problem. Maybe with this nice weather, I'll get another trip out of this and be able to do one more bike packing trip. I have another Crown Land spot that I wanted to try, so maybe I'll get back out again. But this was fun. I enjoyed it. And as always, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to watch my silly videos. It's a lot of fun to make. A lot of fun to go camping. I enjoy the filming, all that kind of stuff. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.